the staunch democracy grows for about 30 years, these were the spearheaded guys almost fighting, putting the Constitution of the Republic together, and they will be able to do. You can't take him away. And the NDC is the party who needs democracy. There's not 2 ways away. So, maybe I'll be Kanasam or Nimnioka. And you see, let us be serious. They say, "Oh, my penny, Nanado, why an appointment the view? What's the shuffle? No, one year view. Into one names of Perry shuffle, no, say, oh, baby, I played your man penny and another go over them. And I met me Sumami Ishmael, appointment 1 year, Canada, Monkwana. I didn't Nadu or so on Kufi. It doesn't mean he sack him. And then I will really dispute that fact. He's not sacked. He has been relieved from his post because the contract NASA. Anamwa. So, Oman will say, baby, I drew in our democracy, no. People are losing confidence in our judiciary. And it's it is not only going against the judiciary, it's going the nation. Anamwa, you can barely tell me, and I'll bet my kind of question. There are so many instances a man find a case, I'm going to call police, they'll call on you to come and grant them bail. And in that case, Crown would the don, because they know you are influential in the system. Because they believe, so what's in police station? So who knew be and now in this car was someone in the first place? It is so as in there, if you go and do public opinion in outside there, you ask them about the legislature, which is parliament. People will tell you, say dear, I won't hope I had to work parliament mono. And you idea young Jean Dibium. Above form. Now, Don, if you go to the presidency, if you meet every 10 Ghanaians, now I will tell you that the presidency today has become a cathedral of corruption, and the president is the high priest. And in a way, the former special prosecutor is a low of corruption and is a mother serpent of corruption. And today, you can say if you go into the media, media, you know media, as somebody why media, say even the media, if you go to university, you are teaching journalism. The first, second year, they teach something called media ownership and politics. And they have so many imperialism infiltrating the system, so much as people don't believe in some media houses because of politics. So the only hope we have to do is so what's more no the court down judicial service and then obenya hope on. And you will be our justices of the Superior Court, the Appeal Court Justice, the all the magistrate courts. I am who say Mampeni Babedi Mampeni or Cromano. In Kumasi, a judge opin for party boys, a invaders sacking in the city in his own court. In his own court, or permanent few, but seen dead at all. As somebody buy, they will only find them and left them. Into other parties, other groups, they say, what will be the implication? A member of parliament, not ordinary member of parliament, a committee chairman of defense and interior, a critical national security position. Aside that, who is a board chair of Ghana Gas Company? Besides, he wants to become a president of the Republic of Ghana. At that time, why you a judge? A judge at in training pa. A year no. A downgrade. Dina ma say me who kura na me say papa ide. Boni ben na oya okrom ha. But sin there some ya kaya no. Na nim bebi ase. Enu nyina ya hwehwe mo nyina wie ya. Ehwe some nyina wie ya di kokodum pempen so be no. And the National Security Minister, a very respected, a patriotic Ghanaian, Dulada, change your style. You know Dulada and change your style. A back home habit say, or no as a National Security Minister no. Per the finding investigation no. Or more fear is about justices of the superior, how rulings are passed in the court. And the ancient year, now it's a threat to national security. And that's the major concern. Meaning, say he brief. You know, the national security minister might brief the president twice every day. And the Sunday pie, and the Sunday report to a it's not scary. So, and what you know, Obi Awadi Mampeni Okrumha, a judge for a lawyer for now, or Mokana Mambu. They must go to the court and defend. They must defend their party people. They must make laws in their party, and they must make sure that the party has a defense that will have a credibility in the judicial services. And what you must say, hey, maybe a Juno, a man for fear, and baby a coso, or man will say, baby, I attend no call Crumano. Hey, who? They say, yeah, young share. Na yen hwe dem fa normal tutu ye nya sa. Enye se omunkwa na ebe say omudin the flag Ghana. They don't. The red, black, green, and gold it's our blood. It's our natural resource. It's our Greek. And if him back cast our flag, and that is Ghana. We've seen instances in Sierra Leone. We've seen instances in so many countries. We have Rwanda and others. Is that people run for asylum just because of one thing. It is a nipa be say, "Ebe cast match Ghana ha." I think like I said, born some man. I think as I say, you brought together. Next thing, Panika, no. So what information? Don't what stream shop us also know as a Ghanaian. Say 98. He says John Dramani Mama is not an ordinary person like me and you. He's not a superwoman being, but he's not an ordinary person like me and you because what now be more apprentice or apprentice or more for your juma or more information. And she will be able to customer and saying taking it serious. They enjoy that kind of gimmick, gutter to gutter politics. And can mean you mampeni John Dram and another Danko Akufado. And I'm mampeni Kufana Santinia. I say you many miano. Young friend Penifona, then Fred Justice and Nimibua, any attentive phone. And some I ate it in ye. Tebe day, Yashasui. Nti ye friend there, Koyan and for no matter to a lot. The no ye can you now, so long ye Juba nothing, Trinus Juma, ye never very cautious. And you'll be a buffer scenario and not buffer Rwanda. Yeah, never benefit here. If the law works, the system works for all of us. Now you think people who I think and believe, say, because it is not easy to invest in your mind. I believe, say, they have mind, they have wisdom. And you come to think, say, nobody should criticize a particular system in this country. But you can criticize some of the system. No? It's very unfair. And I think that they're not doing service to us. In the immediate. Metia osira kwala no mo se yam penifo yan kanchire penifo na omo okrom ha no no baby e do okrom nyina yam penifo you are a master on your own at your own field you must explore and to baby nyina won yam penifo your own category listen no me it here come to me kwala me mba ho se ba me aduani mi dio but if the system and the law work well you'll be able to feed and that is what we must look at and mesre pa I think we have a blessed former president over nimdio wisdom. One name so what you Obasa Babedi Mampani or Kroma, which is wisdom and his experience, Oh my God, Nambo. Obi on him said, the Minuka say he's left with only 26 months to become a president. Now, Bekasma, Eddie Fim Babaka Ghana, Amayana. All we are saying is that no money, international communities also watching. You know, that be 8 years economy in your can agra, fish ni moody bed downgrade Ghana, capital flight about Kroma, when Benjamin won ever. And 8 years, one is $1 Baby Buffon. One tiana. Because they're going to do auction of the dollar. Because what Jibusi and make a crabber. The name of Passion say Krum ye da, in a bed, they would don't. First year, a guy or Krumha, yet mean not a good Friday. Yes, Sati, or Yarafa Denta, near the we spent an hour for Musa, never real garage, we don't up 2 a.m. about. But I don't meet ye about 6 p.m. Friday's no matter. Mean Pierre one thing. Sometimes when I'm prepared as option. Because Chrome and Yada, you need to be enjoy. Yeah. And that's the reality. And today, no, Unya Samoa, you don't believe in our courts to give you justice. A lot of Ghanaians don't believe in the courts. You yourself? Me, per my own observation and issues that is coming today, I will never ever see confidence in the judicial service. But some of the courts say, "Oh, justice," and that's the reality. You don't get justice, but if you so you get your justice. NDC the course cases are court. I don't want to even link that to the current situation of Mampani Kaye because Mampani is above referring to a particular issue. You talk about unanimous. Yeah. Unanimous FC. Mm-hmm. But I don't how on earth say the assembly court are justices of each of their own wisdom. Everybody will be able to think equally. But you know, Lotto be the 5. No, but the law, how do we make our laws? Miss who say Lotto straight 5 for border. Straight 5 for border, but any part here make the straight 5 now. They don't see. Any part here, they don't say anything. Who call the court of competent jurisdiction? A judge in the package judgment, a court registry, and it's called entry of judgment, and we'll have a precedent. How can 7 people think the same? 8.9. Hey, how can 7 people think the same? How? It is law. And law is subject to review. So how can 7 people think the same? Maybe I mean, so NDC ni. I mean, so a Cadbury member of NDC. They don't. Wait, Ishmael Tionim. The don't maybe some. Minimum so a Cadbury member of NDC minimum police or Jogulu 8 hour no. And then minimum so we are branch executive, the door no. Proud Junior no. Ishmael T. So him. And you can't think the same. You can't think that Ishmael T. Don't know James over the door. We NPP nipa no dear could NPP asante. I'm so boy NDC ni. So it means that we cannot not think the same. But we have a system that credible people with standardization account with quality and quantity. They think the same. They also still think the same. So people may not have confidence in them. But you see, that's the law. We must take it. Because the moment the judges of the Superior Court make a decision, it becomes a law. When you say the judicial systems are okay. Ya corner me do court say the door your bar. You know you bemba o. Or your bar. Now judge 14 hours oh, yeah shut the door. O shut down in front of us. And anima ya friends na the two adore door say no. Yan fan in your bar. The law makes you your bar. The law makes your bar. No, the law makes your bar.
Yeah.
Unless of course the medical people na say oh, that be on your bar, but the superior court of the land says oh. So the door what dear no fool be I say oh fresh there. It's categorized as a female. A female. So we all respect the law. And I know say Omampeli John Dramani Mama would never disrespect the justice of superior of the land. But it's giving them caution. Say ni ekosuni. And Timon Shana Monfa no man to 2 years. And I believe I want to mess say ya wampeni for Okroma, one yin sebi. We are multi-million no more in 70s, no more in 80s. Now I had an be my Nikrumha. In 70s and the early 80s, now been my Nikrumha. Until I am a mobile chair experience in the name for Yajuma. Namunjai equalization, Namunjai, and someone more can say this is nobody's a tyrant. And I will never sit here and allude anybody to being a tyrant. Because we can see incidents. I hope so in your comparison of the past judicial system now on my John Dramani, yet tin some amount for Kai. But I think say it is not necessary. No, we are all here want to make Ghana better. Me no can say Nyame are doing the next 10 years, no. I'll be in cabinet, you'll be in cabinet. Or maybe be a press secretary to somebody. Amen. Or a media consultant to someone. Na Ghana anya there. Then that here at Kromana am I a bond there? I think that we the young ones must stand to it and be real to the people and let the people know the truth. So make this great nation great and strong.
But people are saying the choice of words, or saying one of the scariest existential threats to any democracy is when citizens think their judiciary holds no value for them or no use to them. This is the security threat that the national security apparatus tried to draw the attention of the nation to recently, but was poorly received by the president and his party. You believe, sir, can Dep a caution was poorly received?
Absolutely. What the president had done. The president
were you expecting
the president must sensitize the judicial service. Sanitize the judicial service. Oh. And then you come here, Manasa Azuri report by a judge for being What happened?
Yeah, Anas.
What happened? And we investigated it and made sure that we take a step on that. That is leadership. And in the Mampani can say there's a scariest thing. Not done. Let us put the court of competent jurisdiction aside.
Yeah.
Okrom hini. Na him say there okrom na him fakra no asante. Atafo hini.
Nana Jim from Pong.
Me so boy juma pa. Nana piaf.
Nana do meet.
Yes, Nana piaf. Nana no man ka say say no tio. Na yan ka tete Nana yakwa himfie na Nana nka no kra. Onya say obekọ hobium. Unko. Wa hwe na wakọ dan o papa kuma bia na wo say akwaye. Na say wo yi am da me nyam betu akono. Yes. Na busa pen so favoritism. Because at the end of the day, bring tribal war. It's not scary.
I say
it's not the same thing the national security brought to the hand of the president, who is the chairman of the security council.
Again, a judiciary in what are you expecting of them?
When the president, as an experienced person, is just telling that the system in which we are operating today. So the judiciary must wake up and do a review in
the
the people want justice.
But justice is what they are providing.
Yes, the people want justice.
But I want justice. I must say injustice.
Then justice is one of my injustice. Even in the case where we went to court The don't Mimi police station what Nyakuma LA police station no. Yeah, we near about her. Yeah, but Quanta South constituency, yeah, we near about Tirity. Yeah, we near with Maya. But yeah, but James on what change figures in 7 times. Yes, what changes figures into 7 times.
Richard Manuribe.
But yeah, court in the car say, oh, Mampani John Dramani Mama Narina. Didn't Mampani John Dramani Mama accepted the verdict. So, dear injustice is better. We have Omoyama Krumha, Yakasi Empe. Yeah, court in some bread, court in Omabogun, Yakasi Empana. Have we seen it being against it? But we're just telling you, say, baby, you do know. We respect the court, we believe in constitutional rule, and we must obey the judges. But there's a problem. And they must take a look at it. And every boy, you know, they don't. Then I first say, Yakasa Justice Yebua is the best judge in West Africa, is the best judge in the world. Now, so I can say, oh, say, Yamia Dunya, and judge be, I'm a Kuma by there. I mean, we don't have a problem. I know he can do it. So
all right, Ishmael the back, but just because the story emanated from your camp in Tina, Mima will emphasize more to that effect. But Ishmael, take it away.
Yeah, the don't. That's from voice if I'm cry.
Don't worry.
Who's here? Pahwanda Ben, you're happy. 98.9.
Member of Parliament for Wijakba constituency. Honorable to the Mensani, Honorable Patrick Kumo, and the Wijakba constituency Funinala. I can't catch a madam, executives and pay for now. We are the president, I see. They're upon all these problems, you war, dollar, we see it, we are doing now, on your armchair president. Go around, no make sure the other projects are there. Sika ho sika ni wo. Ghana fu yen super panum. Sika ho sika ni wo. Russia, Ukraine kra fertilizer. I'm assume like a composite and a compost plant wo that mango. At least I hear no. Here when you're able to the fertilizer, as if the visionary president, the Nado Danko Kufado him there will be war. I would be no. In the other way, you do the fertilizer here, no. Compost is so waste management like Zoom live for Butumaye, may a compost me die. Until that say, we end up, sir. We are bring former President Mahama. Not some more can. Sabi. Manu de Suminim, Sabi. Yansanim. Sabi. This is one of the most reckless statements I've ever heard from him. But the Musuban Odo J, you are a statesman. This is unprecedented, absolute reckless statement. I'm going to hear. Sabi. Nimpa dombe braids which now your president will mind muda. At least 5.5 to 6 years. The president. The rule of law, na lawyer and the can, another judiciary first officer the can. So, and someone say, boss, your baby out there ko, neka jinchim. She, you the court issues. Sometimes you go case for court. Ubi cross some corner man for fado. What to delay case in court. My mommy has to die 13 years. Case no. Do not case him to go court to you. Yes, you to go court in Wabre. The case in my year be alone. You better win. Where's the next assassin do? I could have gone to court the another way because there's appeal court, there is a Supreme Court. But I'm man court. You Germany because the midday years in everything is vanity. Very soon you never join with you say. Into waste your months I do. I will look for a new plot if I have money to build the same mansion. That's all. So me ko baby me bastardize the court now. Ubu asamti mamen. Me ko baby nka. Because one man baby or them kwa. Ubu my church mama. Don't mama why in there. Foreign away and also NDC lawyers. Somebody who doesn't know the rudiments of law like former President Mahama. Go there and say something now. Sabi, on your fine. For those even class 1 lawyers supposed to do crown on the worker. No lawyers will be same. I when you the same lawyers now the bar, work or bench, okay, judges. The same Macaulay school and would train one. So do you want to is President Mahama telling us that you were NDC lawyers, you were NPP lawyers, our money man. What signal not all my investors in the world? At the time, I import-driven economy. It is an investor now Indian na or the tested tomatoes abaha na we establish factory waterman our producing. Abraham like catching. You are trying to tell him say so urban obey invest for Ghana. No your case, no quarter. So the NDC lawyer kwa once your NPP aban or what you will lose the case. So there is no need for him to come and invest. But by doing that, how many youth deprive them from wage warrior? Ye am painful. Tachama okamuko kanche nanu you do. Tachama okumidipa. Inti edu Rwanda. Just one radio station that be at Wiabri. Kasa Krobi Kwenu. A lot of people were massacred. I think 200,000 people in 3 days were massacred. So former President Mahama carried the weight. Okasebienu Otiwo Abano Tianikau Abano Tokarman Abano Mandan Modem Abana to 1 minute someone washani and number hospital BBL. Wafas one staffer, one remembered TV one kasa, Venti Abani. Such a person, what about to bomb, what about to Ayampia, you say about some Wakana Bodo, on him Mrs. Lodina Mahama, wedding come, Nanda Farida, enjoy a hall, wedding come. Meanwhile, what smart a branding of the region of Abatade, but about Chasam number Canado. Baba Jamal, meaning your trap with ya, Obu baby Nebia, a banana, and come a booby away, and Yentimumbu. Sabi Sabita Frache. Time 2012 year competition or election petition. Oh, Ghana. I took you about them. What do you have? When we are now at the Danko Kufado, then candidate, now president. Now, some in there. Me, you want your dream, but baby, we do. Me, you too. Me, go review Biala. One co review Biala. O Jama Ghana 8 months in the Cocotina. The former president Mahama, Wabo Show, Osha White, but Vanden, Jubilee House. So, Sembo Hodema, Nkawade yet Sifi, NDC, maybe police station executive nano, but not the former president Mahama, our pay position, Edward Ghana. When you do that, Emma, Kabum, you want Manuribe, or me uncle, IIT, when you go out there, you got top both for TAD. But former President Mahama brought him to Tubagani. Look, I don't know the reasons of law, but I think that it's a contempt and called within court. But for me, Mipeda was citing contempt. No. Because for security implications, he carries people. Because woman be phrases here. And she says, who doesn't know what is judiciary? What can be? And this is a man say. Say a woman more. But do you know one thing? And these lawyers have exposed themselves and embarrassed themselves in the public. I am telling you. Because I hold a perception already. Imagine they be there. I didn't end this vocal quarter, baby, one time win. Don't they have good lawyers? But I saw 2 lawyers who have huge respect for them. When they were in the forum, me didn't know me Jedi Bandi. Me sitting fan called Ben, me the Manuribe. Lawyer Chachuchi Kata and my younger brother, Ejidita Maklu. For me, I'm saying to everybody, say, one of the astute lawyers especially that young guy, Ejidita Maklu. He's a practical lawyer. He goes to court. Yes, I'm here now. He cannot even bail a suspect. He can't. I've not seen, I don't know whether he goes to court, he can even bail a suspect. But Ejidita Maklu, that guy, please, NDC, he's doing well. No, we're Kata. And this is what one there. We are seeing law schools organ in Onima Bodzinala. Also was sitting down there, giving applause to former President Mahama for saying that the judiciary must be fixed. He doesn't trust them. Oh my God. Meanwhile, Obrata Kata pride himself that he taught some of the people on the bench there. So what did you teach them? And Sean Law Papa now. And now because they come there to use discretionary until law and Sean Law Papa now.
98.9.
The rule of law means that and go to competent court of jurisdiction. As you are saying, don't preach virtues and practice vices. You know where to go, appropriate forum. And Onya Obiara in the NDC, all boss is the strong person. Sabi, and Yansafun, you know. enyansafo no wɔ no me say enyansafo no wakɔ hen a obiara ntumi nka nkyɛ former president Mahama when this day awie kasereke nanu yɛdzen because we had the same classmates with them. Professor Mills, he was a lawyer. Yami Fani Krensi. Ni mate Nana Akufo-Addo was also a lawyer. Ni eti mani and money massa, it will never break. We shall not die. We shall live and glorify the works of God because they are fixating for power. So although we use rabble-rousing statement to bring them to power, I am telling you, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, the Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, is in power and he is in charge. I am telling you, as soon as they do, don't money, you must shut the door. Woman, I want right? What may be a free SHS? No, don't woman, I want what matter Ghana has some dream. When you call Bridget, they are not going there for brain drain, but they will get there for brain gain. What about Ghana? That is the way to go. Former President Mahama, do you know what he's doing? They won't even try. It's a subtle campaign to win the NDC primaries.
Is that a internal?
And therefore, what's wrong with it? So this is some popular way of doing it. So by doing that, he has said it. One nobody to trust him. The NDC, they have PhD, what do you call it, certificate. When nobody to trust them, because excuse me,
so say
Dodon with the greatest. Please, please,
I don't mean
he's almost done. Allow, sorry.
Also boot for boot for Ghana.
Yeah.
But you can't conform feel revolutionary. When do you to trust someone who had now? The NDC come from revolutionary. 1979, I was 13 years. I was in JSS 1. A champion to JSS. 1981, number one, went to school Form 3. You are not a small boy. You are not on board. If you are born, so you were being pranced on your mother's knees. Hey, Abofra, why you two born me? Now, man, you know, school, school. So we are telling you that you Ghana Hanum Mojo people, a lot of people got lost in this country. So we don't want the same rabble-rousing statement to stoke fire. Inflammatory statement like a former president. It's a disgrace. And this is absolutely fantastic, reckless statement. And we don't have to see sometimes.
An absolute fantastic reckless statement.
I'm telling you.
Mama
come from Mudabol. We have Mudabol. Because brother me say the statement and they don't know. Brother, Michelle TV no. You know former President Mahama by his posturing, the way okasa no. Masa. Emunda when you okasa boko osro. Sometimes, or tease you with laughter. We call it giggling. Yeah. That's the way he does. You too much music, but Master, you underrate him.
Martin.
Why so? Don't enemy. Don't.
No, so wrap up in the next 1 minute.
Why so? Why so? Former President Mahama.
You've done 15 minutes.
He did more than that with the greatest respect. But you are in share. I respect you. Why we are behind you? Because I'm on your platform. People in Chicago are watching me. So I am saying that if you are under rich President Mahama, former President Mahama, you'll be shocked to your marrow. The guy has poisonous, venomous poison. I want him to extend it. I said, okay, the NDC, with their litany and lethargic way, one more found a singing notebook, one more pen. It's the master me. Listen to all the media houses. You will not get one person. Because on money you chishabum you pay asomdwe tika sort them. Don't denigrate the judiciary because they are the same judges that gave you the opportunity to become president in this country. When people look, Master on the crowd I say atuguba better happen. Meaning I will not say bluff now say. But yet I say you jay because me paying there. Look, Bibia yabasa banbia ye peni. But yenzi I do not hear do I bomb more than that. On money, my shunty, Yaman Koye, of a Yesika, because of on man be Tokana, I was the COVID. Yet, you money, Yamagana, Fredzy Yamasum, it's a cassette of former President Mahamakan, Makacha Ghana for in there. On for Coco, no Kose Supondo. Tugu, Bogu, or ye set and Nujumani be a diamond is soon fear. Yes, Sakas out to the man. Kasa on Funkabom Babiano or Satan. How
would you feel if A current Auditor General's report cites some judges for unlawful purchases of vehicles. Your auction ma almost at a pittance. Coming in the wake of John Mahama comment to I mean, you still feel say the judiciary is still, I mean, fair and being justice to issues and decisions.
I am saying that I don't know the rudiments of law. When I guess what kind of justice delayed, justice denied, injustice. So all this, don't throw the baby with dirty water. Don't do it. What you have to do is say, court system, magistrate court, circuit court, high court, appeal court. All I'm trying to say, you can go out to what review, but it's truly the man. Basa yenya abitebia o maimu. Let's a man by a lawlessness. That should be the case.
So, according to a report by the Auditor General, judges, including recently retired Supreme Court judges, Justice Yawapewu, Mana, Wecha Eye Bonfiano, Anafi Julius Ansan Downcat, as having acquired state-owned vehicles contrary to the provisions of the law. The Auditor General wants the vehicles recovered. In the absence of approval from the Finance Minister, we recommend that the auction should be nullified and the vehicles recovered. So it comes in a reporter, Omo Ede Abba, Omo Ama, a tabulation of the list of justices, the type of vehicles, registration number, and the value at which they bought those vehicles. And it will shock you, say, a brand new Land Cruiser, just about 4 years old, almost auction for 57,000 Ghana cedis per. Abra brand new, no better 1 million Ghana cedis, almost auction for 57,000 Ghana. And no, a comma Justice FJ Kobie, His Lordship Justice NS Badegbe, so or the Toyota Land Cruiser, almost auction man 67,000 Ghana per. What Jimmy Nukra was Aje Toyota Avalon Saloon car, and so more Shima 27,000 Ghana pay. Justice Charles Y. Boating, Justice Julius Ansan, Justice Asme C. Dunafe, Robert Kujo, and Justice Lawrence Manasi, Omunina J. Toyota Corolla, Land Cruiser, and I mean this captured in the Auditor General's report, just coming in the week of John Mahama's comments on the judiciary, their mode of operation, whatsoever. And meaning what this seeks to bring on board, say, an act of corruption and Richard Manuribe.
I think, sir, to be sincere, let us be fair to some justices. Also, the law, contrary to the law, say, who use car as a government official for some number of years, the car must be auctioned
to you first.
Not to you. To the public, but you have the upper hand as a first-hand offer. Yes, as a first-hand offer before Bekimianya. But as to the process and in which auction, that is where you have to go to the auction authority in the state, and there is a responsibility. But the major problem I want to say, a lawyer for the most of the directors in the state institutions, Nippon user can say, I know some institution which I want to hold on now. The HR and the deputy CEO is on their neck today because or person want to carry the cheaper price at HRC, the maturity state in Drew yet. And to me believe it's out of corruption some way. But as to how almost what is their interest? Say can no why use car abandon and they must say use. And I can boldly tell you, what I in fear of favor say. Cars in our motor and official cars are buying at one more. Around him. And some got told baby, I know big car almost confiscated yet. I know big car now, I know been on trial duty. Omo cars now until the Avalon and the V8 now as omo kind it's a corridor sector of the state institutions all the public heads the more and they use it for sometimes they use it they feel like I think the Auditor General report now I've always said the Auditor General report most of the times actions in my home other institutions are baby man for using state cars and doing team immediate so maybe the car no say omo car no na mo refund mo no mo proper auctioning. I mean auctioning the higher bidder gets opportunity to buy. It can even be lesser than what you think. Yes, sometimes 500. Yes, 500 Ghana cedi. And the law permits that we better, but the proper due diligence. Now judge for so mundi muhundi kakra baby amodru no and yes old can also Kanajama issue.
Yeah.
I believe sir according to the Public Service Act no me and him so obedi 60 years and above say wajuma obey nyina no wonjan to and that is the law. And to me the politicians now these days aba say and this government man who say obedi say Domolevo, is it Domolevo?
Yeah.
When you're 59 years. Majidi say after 59 years, no, your manager and Juma to her. Now, in several, you now say Minister of Education, Deputy Director in charge of technical education, BBC. Nim Semba in agitated say, assist no, and can say on Juma to her. Now, what now, baby, but I better not renew the contract, amano. Into me, media, may Jidi say, and run a letter now buy from the presidency, say, the director. The Commissioner Custom Division of Ghana Revenue Authority. Now, according to a report, almost say in fear drew. Now, a woman contract be an hour juma, and the contract in the baby drew no. Almost renew the contract in the beam. But now, maybe Jidi say assembly is no news. Say Obi Juma could do baby, Sedum Pempen, should be an retirement as well. And I benefit, so say. It's a what brand you now Obisum and baby. A banner side, at the employment bar. To me, I will wish Canada well. I will want to thank him for the service rendered for this country. Meaning say one so by baby. Na baby away no. The good thing is say and yes why Bonibian on why you ho. I think say the media and some people will link that to the current situation see the banter between him, the Labianca case and the special prosecutor, all those out, you know. But the presidency with a letter about from the secretary of the president, you know. Asked the TBBA say now the issue. It states say what is 60 and the contract now no man and the contract no as Andrew and the Yanshan on Jana Juman too. But I don't. The good thing is say I think that for some time now, this is the first time the government of Ghana, so after I think a few one or two almost appointed a commissioner of customer of custom division. And have you observed that?
Yeah.
Custom division.
Internal.
Sedu.
Adiza.
Sedu, I know Sedu very well.
That's why NDC name.
Oh, Sedu, I know he has an MPP. No, I know he has an MPP. You know, he's from the Tamale area there. I think he's from Tolon or Kumbungu, those areas. And no, that's what I'm saying. I think I know his family history very well, which he have a lineage with MPP. You see, but the fact of the matter is, Unim said the days of Professor Mills. Now he worked close to the Kawusin and those people which he didn't connive with some things and the issues came.
Okay.
No, that one I can beg my neck when it comes to corruption. I can say he's a very genuine person. Yes, but I don't know. No matter what, but then I can say, baby, I see him to be a very calm person. But I don't. We also welcome him to the battle. Mm-hmm. Now you see, custom honor and with this current government, I believe that it's a little bit slippery. I know Sedu, he can do his job. He knows about custom. He's been in custom for so many years. Once a minute, he's the head of ethics and governance at the custom division. And Obi, I want him the ethics. He knows about the governance of the custom. You know, meaning so about the rules and news and crews in the inflow of that area. But he will face challenges. Also, the political slippery. One of the things are mafia no hopa. But they say on himself or Beba. I don't want to say yet okay yanka somebody anfano. But I can bet you say echinasu obedru ona mafia no suba. They don't no besaka. So I want to welcome into the battle of the toughest battle so far. A sector of revenue there they don't. A lot of things will happen. It's like a illegal mining sector. In any sector where there's money. But remember, there's more to politics than his appointment. So I will urge him, I want to wish him well, Sedu. And I believe, he's a brother. I believe, you must work for the country.
All right.
You must work for the nation. You must not work for any political party.
Mamina Richard Manuribe, this one just came from the NDC. Or say, dragging Supreme Court in the mud, threat to democracy, rejoinder. Almost issue a statement to that effect. Ede Abba. I'm say asemno after comments no NDC for the they've sought to clear the air on it. All right, okay, maybe wow. General Mosquito the issue the buy or say the dragging Supreme Court in the mud, threat to democracy, a rejoinder. Also, our attention has been drawn to media publications with the above subject attributed to Justice Isaac Doche, a retired justice of the Court of Appeal, in response to a rather harmless opinion expressed by former President John Mahama on the gradual erosion of citizens' trust in Ghana's judiciary. We wish to state in unambiguous terms that while we recognize Justice Doche's right to free expression, we have fundamental disagreements with him as we find this sentiments not only untenable but also unfounded. First and foremost, the so-called caution of His Excellency John Mahama not to drag the image. Charlie, oh dear, I'll be back to this statement. Ike, Ishmael, Kosuma Mina, Minsakomia Bibi Suama.
No, where you with you, ma? But then this for catch on. You want to go to what's a buffo? As a man that work and your tassy. Your tassy. You know, you wouldn't want one. When you want to. And so I approach your statement, baby. Former President Mahama is denigrating the judiciary. That is a factorium. You can't change it. And so how they react in kind of concern you with you. But here yet in the Ghana for today, former President Mahama on Fenyizi, and find my judiciary for. That is finito. It's more years to say about
see this kind of low bound conversation. Yeah, Mama, let us stick to the issue. When you say I'm one of the young realists in this country. Don't. Ishmael here, no. On the most assassin. Let me finish. No, just a minute.
No, I gave you. You didn't speak Chinese. With all due respect. Allowed you to speak.
No, I mean no harm.
Stop it. No, let me speak. Leave me alone. No, please.
Now then, what's he saying?
I mean no harm.
Don't.
I just want to draw attention.
Ishmael has the floor.
I just want to draw his attention to something.
Oh,
no, because Nemi can say, I'm one of the young realists in this country. Asamba, young kind of reality of the issue. Nanjai trying to do politics with technical issues. That kind of president, Mama, number 4. I mean, who's go beyond that? This was done in 1952. Today's politics, we don't do this.
Area.
Because I know a lot of things that we can speak about another area. But me, I know it's a failed president. I don't
the only done in media space.
All right, so first and foremost, the so-called caution His Excellency Mahama not to drag the image of the Supreme Court in the mud, in our view, is completely misplaced. There is sufficient evidence, both scientific and anecdotal, available to prove that citizens' trust in the judiciary, which also includes the Supreme Court, is on a gradual decline. This phenomenon cannot be blamed on anyone else but the judiciary itself. We wish to refer to Justice Doche to the findings of the recently published Afrobarometer report by the Ghana Center for Democratic Development, which revealed that citizens' trust in the judiciary has declined by 21 percentage points from 57% in 2012 to 36% in 2022. The 2020 Mo Ibrahim Governance Index made similar observations. This, in our view, is what should be a source of worry to Justice Doche and people who reason like him, and not the caution from former President Mahama, who is merely re-echoing the general sentiments of Ghanaians about the judiciary. Well, so a bit of the statement, and then I read out.
Former President Mahama, wondering that unqualified apology. Simple, straight. Don't, I'm afraid you're not doing fine. This is American, this is there, or Canada. I agree with you, say, President didn't sack him, but President made him why say,
happy 98.9.
If there's anything coming back, and on it's up to the laws in this country governing everything. Until you're wishing well, you be able to you probably bring the article on social media there, or Ben Wabu. The same to say, young Crawford sounds so be waiting one handle as human being. But once Papa, I don't send Bonino, at least a year. It's me ever kind of you're wishing well. I have been out of Papa, most of Casada. It's yet and there. Yaman Bonoban, no mum. Did be a new order ye. Cassabia, your canon, you didn't be a mouth of the man and the papa. Elcofia Kajuan, Jiwan, one Cacasabia, you bufubia, because a bunny man at same head and you saw me. It's send was a Kajuan. Nya banana makono adano na nya smesi wasem nti banambeka and then they be yewi wo ma bibia nda adwebra wo na hwe ma mbra no boko Ijin did there, Bonnie be annual energy. Mamma come a show at a buffer in Strobrum. William, not fast from Jubra.
All right, so we'll talk about Kola Nafi. I heard NDC for so a response we know Modeban. But I'm saying Justice Duchena, where Jawo, more you know, no say as a man can hear. But okay, a few of your messages here. Nasimiento say the NPP man looks reckless. Pa. Oh, Nasimiento. Anyway, that's your observation. Also, good afternoon to you, the Don. Sometimes I feel sad when I hear Mohammed's voice, desperate penny. Piaga, Eddie Free, Achima Safu, Anode, Eba, also the Don, dollar is now dropping. Very soon, it will be $1, 1 CD. Regards to Kwame Painting, NPP headquarters IT department. Ibrahim Bafua Power Painting messenger, or the Eba, also, John Mahama thinks that Ghanaians have short memories. NDC and Mahama never again. Of a K messenger or the Eba and no or say watching you live and clear from Kumasi town or so Kesman Junction. Pedro, yeah, that's it. And area or say John Mahama has nothing to offer Ghana, and more so you give us a break. Also, I bet you the Mame Auntie Mary of Janinso Filippo. A message or the urban and also a strong democracy is built under 4 pillars: rule of law, strong media, competent executives, and good legislature. Fortunately and unfortunately for us, 2 are working, but the other 2 are threatening our democracy. Majority of Ghanaians believe the judiciary is politically biased, and they must, as a matter of necessity, purge them, because 2024 elections, nobody will waste his time on any presidential litigation anymore. Ghana deserves better. Regards to lawyer Ivan Samankwa, Musa Batwa, as we say, you're free Kumasi, Eba, no. So, gentlemen, we have a quarter to go until we can wrap up with our final issues on a year. There is payment of the Kulano and no Woho Anafi, a year, the city's steady rise, and also Woho Nafi. NDC for rejoined the Omudiaba Emma Justice Ducheno. Ishmael, this one, let me start from you. We can do 5 minutes. One will be 5 minutes, then we wrap up.
What's here? What happened? 98.9.
But the point I'm making in there, we are not complacent. The dollar not performance because of the capital I inject into the system. And see about Koda near so young upon there. Dollar no, Obepic and the city inside and I can say, man. Now, the other one, NDC rejoined the Erica once and Dama Mecano. Ghanaians have already formed their mind about what the former President Mahama said. And it's going to be difficult for him to erase it from their mind. The judiciary has been demonized and has been bastardized. And I best rebuke there. One more than there. Say, Yankopon, I don't know your forum, Dama. A footnote for Magana for Yina and Sheddon. Not young Shed Ghana Bay. Burns to 2024, you got to a bar. Yankopon Nankasa. Oh, you need power on Shayada. You know, ya Tanichi. But on yet, Kakase be an annual show on the Magana for to a bar. Ghana for to compare Ghana for us. Man, mammy, 90 years of anything go. Was a Ghana for. It was a Canadian Ghana. Not a better thing, Ghana person. No better than him. It's a Ghana for your paying some.
Also, my reference to 2 reports, the Afrobarometer report and Mo Ibrahim governance index reports, and all say, I mean, these are reputable institutions. All my own research, the findings are by NT. Other than judiciary, no, different.
You are an astute journalist. I'm telling you, if you don't, you are the catch up. Look, you are aware. You know you are aware. The mommy granted the example say judiciary, and that's a seminar bay. But I am saying that when you feel that what you are a judiciary mona, vent your spleen on that forum. You just go to the appropriate forum to go there and the Kokamasem. Kopamitama, where's just BBA land? Because the TBA minimum yakono also a positive, Yakwa don't want more by judge case. Today we are be a anti judge and we make a Ghana free station and this workers. You could easily see it. And when I say, Damia on each other, Manuribe Sunas will become 7 predators. Abenimo.
Yeah.
Abawom. But the member, you what say now some your presiding elder Ishmael Adams because as I'm not
title no
yes because the Ishmael Adams because as some American in the Ghana for you say the young person you know many You share my yaman and say, I'm not catch there are two assistant lawyers in NDC. What's the maybe the old what they call Chachuchikada and the young Digital Maklu. I was a bit surprised when I saw them. And cameraman say at the bar or the one of them say, oh, are these people sitting here allowing somebody who doesn't know the rudiments of law to say this? And you are embarrassing the NDC legal team in this country that they go to court and lose. If they go to court and lose, they should see what you call
government pays cost of living allowance.
Yeah, they say. Or they will say, 15%, 485 million Ghana cedis. Here, Obenina, yet that workers in us because some or one do the workers or yin and Nasamino. You say the listening government are fulfilling the promise. But don't last week we banned Mikasa Mitchell. I'm not in engagement for long as some brother Richard Deba. I was telling you the Guta. Yami Aduma. Why you behind the scene now? Guta by the grace of God. One call demonstration. Yeah. Yami na demonstration. As one because I'm a presiding elder and I prophesy by the grace of God.
Prophecy, man.
And the American say, but the Jesus I say, but they are going to say that you know me
politics, religion.
The point
also a prophecy.
As one come remember, Missing Yamina do Mala won't go. Information. I didn't have. Oh, don't explain. Don't if I know information. Don't question so be someone. It was critical. This guy is punching holes, but still, it was yes, we don't. What brother boy don't uniform you.
Nyankopon.
Uniform don't.
True.
Anambwa. Yeah. It's your Casabia and separate Ghana for 100 years. Look, one thing that I like about Professor Mills, who comes from our hometown.
Ninya misro.
But don't.
Kasana.
Or you can take a new.
Kasana. Oh, listen.
Hey, now is it can take a cover fantasy.
Mama Kasa.
Mama Kasa. No, me brother, you never see more.
Haruna Malibaso in your day.
It's done. Yeah, me see the good and then
Magana for you can take a
and then me studio. Yeah, the good of us. But you studio. Yeah, the workers are opekole na you don't want to see. Bibiala don't. Okoda, won kwa boko.
Let us say, camp on the Kokata for the World Cup, Mr. O. Unya will take it. Mana Moto. Na Kokoju take it because Kata World Cup on it. Ya Jerry Kra, Akasi Abeji Man Crofwaka. It's Mr. Wa Minim Girls Bia. One mujina big man be consul say one former World Cup and one on one from you. And one a Gama and Fremen or Charlie. Camp on deal no. Correct when I'm saying honorable correct. They say also trap for the amount. They were Musungun so they one for man World Cup ni behind her. One moon in the Bayaka Cassiapa. Miss Row, who big maybe what then I know far who are me the World Cup where you bait. Fancher one for World Cup ni bia. Winning in the Libya. Fanny Campon where Kakrabin Obitia. Now if you went to me Drew Carter for the World Cup and all the exciting events because Ewa Carter Hono and Frekampon says here we're giving you a flight on Qatar Airways. You have more accommodation, you have more feeding, you have more match tickets, and have internal transport. Number here 0302 798 020. And I'll visit any CBG bank branch for more details. Right now for your package to Qatar for the World Cup with Kempon, Yadube Drew Hall in safety. Manuribe, the man Ruby. Mamincio on the final issues on cola and
the cola and then and CD depreciation, CD stabilization.
Yeah,
you see, it's so funny. Say
now then, Jam some no cassetia Justice Duchana.
Oh, say on didn't consent, but I don't think say didn't consent, but I didn't think say Justice Duchina or Cano. And I dream you open or can, but I think say it is clear in some GM car far away. The reality of the matter is any car in Mo Ibrahim report. So many reports I buy no clearly shows it's indicted say Ghanaians are losing confidence in the judicial system, and I will make say it's an opportunity say ya nyo BS or Mampeni John Dramani Mama Abekasa Assembly, so the judicial must wake up. If judicial is not wake up, the leadership of the concerned people in this country must take a critical look at it. It is beyond politics. It is beyond individual interest. It's a threat to national security. And I'm sure you so and the same people. But on city depreciation and the matters arising and that year, MPP finance started say city depreciation. And Rana Monday.
Yeah.
And Rana Afrizim Bank for almost can buy over $730 million. Buy no. yen nyina yanim say Andrew na buy na the don says can buy Andrew and then there city stabilization. I think say you know one thing Ghanaians must know say you know the flood the fiscal cost to the country. Are you aware? It come by flight to the country. This is can buy Andrew and what happened is that they don't and there's now auction. You know, the Ghanaians must know and then auction scanning in all the retail banks. Yeah. Not retail banks, you know, actually enough dollars so that they can sell. But you see, the most dangerous thing is that government has been so smart on Ghanaians and Ghanaian phone. No matter say, I don't have confirmation. Matter say, almost $10 about ACD or no, baby sir.
Almost $10.
Almost auction by ACD or something.
I've not heard.
I've not heard so, but I think say every reasonable government, you know, baby anka dollar na do say government need be touch real. They have to auction the dollar based on the current rate. That's what I say. Based on the current rate, now what mean enough CD. Now someone says you can auction in any price, so that they can get enough dollars. So the government no mimidia. So government need to be end that year. They must auction it with the current rate. So when auction it into the current rate that you have enough CD. Just imagine say government earns $750 million, $730 million, and almost turn the current rate times 10 almost sky. So we have enough CD to make sure we pay contractors. Oh, say no, we'll be able to pay that. So the moment we are able to pay contract, there will be there will be stabilization of microeconomy. Now say, who your contract on this contract the workers? The workers need to be confused. You say base where there. Yeah. Now there's a base here there now. That's why we stabilize the economy. But see, when say aban, say omo be behind that. They will go and sell a lesser price. That's one thing to know. What they will sell a lesser price? Oh, dollar no cheap. Until lesser price, no more can check or top. Because they will have enough liquidation to go and buy the dollar. Until we fight then they will hold the dollar. Oh, and so in 2-3 weeks now, dollar never saw a system, you know. Then you have to now go and be chasing dollar.
Are you happy about the cola payment?
And then you see that the price of dollar will escalate. So I can tell you, say, in the next 7 weeks, the Lord market in the next 7 weeks, you see how dollar is escalate. It can go to 150. Yes, wait and see. It can go to 150. Cola.
All right.
No. You asked whether I'm happy with the cola.
1 minute.
The cola has no effect of a teacher in the village because Uma cola 15%. No, they don't. Once I increase utility,
no effect on the teacher.
No, in the village, they don't. Nippon salary 1,500. 15% is 150 Ghana.
Yeah.
What do you say? 50% is 150 Ghana. Now I say even a 20% 2,000 is 180 Ghana cedi. Now they say utility, light bill, water bill, so as a coin to 48%. Did you still it's also a bobu see me from account 250 Ghana no and now 200 Ghana no.
I'm see Joe Biden
I say unko bobu see me be abeka Joe Biden asem e say unko bobu see bobu see you know dey abeka ho
Joe Biden so be say Gina bio 2024.
Let us talk about what is happening in this country. Joe Biden don't can asem. We all know the US economy has stabilized. So that is the reality. One mama yin so no nyina mo be
time will not permit us.
Yes sir, since morning my better answer.
Since morning.
Yes, I'm a bit. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I made you. Manums you. I wake there. And
I so head you should hear you.
But on the most also.
I want to account I had to be say come down.
They don't come Dimiaka.
Not the whole day now.
And yes, I make come Dimiaka.
As I said, yeah.
Oh, me bano. No credit me anim. Me bano. And I me fa on Julu area hono. No more fitting shop. Boys are to watch bebre.
Yeah.
And I was mess up a DBA. And then you meet me say go kan one me boys.
Go shine.
Yes, let me call you watch.
One shade you scan to
don't scan one here.
Sound.
One say these days me technical and vocational education hono. On can kakra o. Fitter for ne carpenter for ne mason for ne there.
Omo didi ana do sa.
Na ya crash for na
koya. Say no na mo ale nenam.
Na ya nded don me there.
All right, Mamina Richard Manuribe Asim, Mamina Ishmael Adams was said. One more time, Desmond Mitchell says, what's the boys and him? What the Mawari foreigner, sir, Elko Wari foreigner. Nankopo Insurasuma. All right, so coming up here, the 1-2 sports of a Rahadada. The better than a Casafidi, the Amano, no, so about it's name one more. They're from the Dawn, Kwamena Forson. Now, will be here for the midweek's edition. Till then, good evening.